So I got a summons for the Los Angeles Superior Court, and yeah, so they requested that I. So this video is about jury duty and the whole process, I guess. So I've been called for jury duty once since I turned 18. I've only been called once, and I went. It was boring. Like they didn't even choose me. Like you just sit there in a room the whole day, do nothing. It could be Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. They could make it come back. I don't know, but I just went one day. They told me go to this court tomorrow, and then they switched to like at 7 p.m. I called or checked again, and that's when I found out they switched it. Like right away, they switched to. They're like, oh, you're going to Compton Courthouse, and then I check at 7 p.m. or whatever the last time you're supposed to call, and they're like, oh, you're going to, I guess, where is it? I think Norwalk, somewhere around Norwalk, or it was somewhere around Norwalk. I had to take a lot of metros. I had to take a lot of buses to get there. You know, it was a mess to get there. It was too much, and it was a mess. So yeah, what was the question? I've done jury duty. That was the question. They didn't choose me. I was there the whole day. I had to answer a survey, I guess, and then whatever. And I checked online to check the survey. You have to take a survey. You have to get a certificate in order to do jury duty. But a lot of people didn't take it, and they just do it quick. I don't know. The point is that I had to take a survey on the computer, and they gave me a certificate, and they're saying you completed it. But this time I'm not gonna take it. I'm not even gonna bother to do that because they're not even gonna choose me. And it's like whatever they choose you, then they tell you all the instructions. But most likely, there's like fucking 40 people in there that they don't even bother to choose. I don't know where people come from, or like it's just so weird. Anyways, the other time I went, there was like 40 people, and they didn't choose any one of them from our group. Like there was 40 people, or how many ever there was, they didn't choose none. So like, okay, they chose some people. I don't even know, they didn't choose anyone. It's just weird how that works. Okay, that was my experience this time. Okay, so another question is, okay, so they summons me for jury duty when I'm gonna be on vacation. So I called them and I told them, hello, I'm gonna be on vacation, so I cannot go on these dates. And they're like, okay, because I have my plane ticket, so I could have just gave them that. You know what I mean? I bought my plane ticket already, and I'm not gonna be here, so I cannot go to jury duty because I already bought my plane ticket. They didn't ask. They just said, I just told them I'm not gonna be here, so I won't be able to go to jury duty, whatever. They were like, okay, whatever. They're like, okay, we'll process you for another day. And they processed me. I just told them the 22th, but not the 22nd. I just told them change it to another like 22, 23, 24, 25. I don't know, change it to the end of the months or whatever. So that gives me more time, because we're barely in like August. So it gives me plenty of time. Okay, yeah. So yeah, if you don't know, you could, if you have an appointment that's important, just switch it. They don't really care. They didn't ask me for my plane ticket because I had it ready. I was like, okay, I'll get my plane ticket ready to prove that I'm not gonna be here. And they switched it. They're like, do you want the 22nd, the 1st, whatever? I was like, okay, I don't know, just give me the 22nd. I don't care. The next thing is how to get out of jury duty. So I could easily get out of jury duty because I can, like, if you have a disability, you don't even have to go to jury duty anymore. You don't have to do jury duty. Jury duty is so boring, and yeah, like majority of disabled people do not have to go to jury duty because you're disabled. So as for me, since I'm disabled, if you didn't know this, you don't have to go to jury duty. Just get your get like a professional to sign the paper for you. So they give you this paper. Let me see. Yeah, like give you this paper to sign and stuff, and they ask for like requests to be excused, whatever. And you know, there's many reasons to be excused, medical excuse. So yeah, if you have like any disability, just get your doctor to sign it, and they will gladly sign it for you. You know, the first time I went to jury duty, my doctor said that he was gonna sign it, but I didn't take it. I was like, okay, whatever, I'll just go to the matter. So I just went to jury duty. But for those that are not informed, if you have any type of disability, you don't have to go to jury duty. It is boring. Do not go. I will try. I guess I don't know. I should try to not to go. Right? I just get the medical release. Yeah, like if you don't want to go to jury, just go to your physician and give them the paper, and they will fill it out, and that's it. You know. And this time they want me to go all the way to downtown LA, where it's fucking far for me. Like downtown LA is too far, too much time for just one day and not do shit and not be on my cell phone. Yeah, I mean they don't let you be on your cell phone, and then you gotta talk to people. It's like fucking people. You know, it's like, and then you don't know anybody there, and it's like so awkward, and it's like so boring, and you're there for like 8 hours. You know, it's like boring. So boring. Like don't. Oh my god, I hate jury duty. But yeah, that's how my that's all stuff I gotta say about that. Well, another thing, you know what? You know what's hard? You know, since as y'all know, I'm disabled, and I know I keep saying I'm disabled, but I'm not trying to say like, oh, I'm disabled, like feel bad for me or whatever. Like, but as a disabled person, I have many issues and problems, and I wanted to talk about documents. Okay, so I always turn documents late. I don't bother with that, you know, like so that's another question. Like if you have like if you get any mail or whatever, how do I say this? Okay, you know, I don't have a representative. I'm disabled, but I don't have a representative. I don't have anyone to represent me. You know, and I have like a lot of times I'm stressed. I can't like my eyes start to hurt, and like I get anxiety, and I have problems thinking. Therefore, I cannot think. When I read documents, I don't understand them. Like I don't understand documents, and it's like okay, whatever. I just sign my name, and I tell the people. It says, do you have a disability? I say yes, and I sign my name, and I just let them take care of it. You know what I mean? Like they have my information. If I'm disabled, obviously you're gonna be able to access to my information. So a lot of times, since I'm disabled, I don't bother signing documents, or I just sign, and then I let the other people take care of it. But I really need a representative, you know, like because it's so many documents. Like I always get documents like for health. I get documents for health insurance, for like all this stuff. I get documents that I don't understand. I just turn them late, you know, like obviously sometimes it's the when you get a document, it says, do you have an excuse for turning in a document late? Like, you know, if you have a disability, you could you're always excused if you're late. I mean, sometimes you're excused if you're late. So yeah, I mean, I need a representative to represent me. You know, because a lot of disabled people have representatives, but I was never given one. I don't know why. I just have like psychiatrists to represent me. Just like, if I don't have a representative, but I have a psychiatrist that can sign medical release forms, not medical release forms, but medical excuse or whatever forms for anything that stresses me out or whatever. So yeah, like anything that has to do with like jury duty or like this and that needs like an excuse, I could take it to my psychiatrist and my psychiatrist will sign it. And there's always, I could always go to the mental health institution for that. I could go to the social services for that, and I could go to the other one would be Social Security, but I am having a problem with Social Security, so the main ones are social services and mental health. They are run by the state. They know AI information, so either one could help me, help you, whoever needs help, and that's it. Yeah, so either way, like, cause sometimes I, oh my god, there are times like I turn documents late. You know, a lot of times I don't understand how, I don't understand documents or whatever. Like, you know, when you try to do the right thing and then they tell you, oh, this is wrong, you need this and that, and I'm like, okay, well, they're like, you need to go this and tell them this or whatever. It's like, okay, I don't think I'm gonna do that. I tell myself, like, that's too much stressful. So either way, I guess my excuse would be like, I gave all my information to this person, and they did not decide to take care of it. They wanted me to take care of it when I didn't understand anything, so therefore I'm not at fault for that. I don't know, it's confusing, but yeah, because of the time, like, it's just too much. Like, I cannot stand documents. And what else? Like, yeah, so I will be going in an airplane, and I'm gonna be pissed because they ask too much questions. Like, when you go international or like not international, sometimes they ask so much questions. They're like this and that. It's like, why you give a fuck? I don't give a fuck. But you know, the problem that stresses me out is like, you know, when you come inside the country, they ask you questions, and like one time I got scared. I was like, oh my god, I cannot get an attitude. I cannot be rude because they might not let me. They might deport me or whatever. That's what I thought. So one time I was like so stressed out because I felt like they're gonna not let me in the country or something like that. And I was like, it's just frustrating going through airport. So yeah, like, I don't know how to get a medical excuse for going in the airport. You know, like, don't fucking ask me questions. You know what I mean? I need a medical form for disability, so they don't fucking ask me all these fucking questions because I don't want to talk to nobody. But yeah, I didn't get a medical form. I need to take a medical form. I'm not sure how that works. Take it to the airport. I gotta get a medical form from my psychiatrist. Tell him not to bug me, not to talk to me. But it's too much. You know, like, going through all this, especially seeing a psychiatrist. See, that's the problem sometimes when you need a form, when you need a form signed and it's like due the next day or whatever, but the psychiatrist is on vacation or the person that needs to sign it is on vacation, are not there, so then that creates a problem. So that's why sometimes documents are late. But see, that's why I tell everyone that it's okay for, if you have a disability, for your documents to be late, because sometimes things happen, right? So I don't know how to explain it, but like, yeah, it's happened to me. That's why, where I had a document I needed a document signed, but it's like, it takes a while because not everyone's there. You know what I mean? Not the person that needs to sign it is not there, so it takes a while. But they understand. A lot of people, like, when you go somewhere, they do understand. But then there's times when people don't understand. They're not educated on disability, you know, because they look at me and they're like, oh, you're not disabled. They're like, oh, you don't look disabled, so I don't know what to help you with, because you're not telling me your disability. It's like, what the fuck? My disability is my disability. You don't need to know it. All you need to know is that I have a disability. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.